we're good.
Tetris start.
Looks like they're both going for single bag T-spin setups. It looked like they did almost the exact same thing.
Setnaro leading into a triple this time. And he can dig down to that Tetris as well from the garbage. Not quite waiting for the swap either. He's going to make him take it in Tetris.
Yep.
That garbage really messing up the trigger end of his combo there.
Yeah. I have the exact same problem where I only know how to build a real Puyo chain if I have a perfectly clean board. Don't tell anybody.
Let's get a 2-chain on the swap. But
some nice stairs coming from Setnaro.
Setnaro will be a lot, especially with the swap here. 4 swap combo. Can you get another?
He was making as much of it as he could without making more holes on his Tetris side. Sensei is almost topped out. Oh, that's
the missed.
He can get some wiggle room here. If he gets that, that eye block to plug the hole.
Stays alive, but not too much.
Yeah,
set up in Puyo either.
He has to make sure he takes no damage on the swap. I don't even know if he can dig out of it as it is.
Some nice garbage, but it did not get rid of that purple trigger. That 3-chain, the 2-chain not going to be enough to defend against that. Almost did.
I just realized I sounded really full of myself at the start of this match when I said that both players lost to the top 3. Because Sensei actually lost to me, and I am not the top 3. So just let me retract my earlier statement. I have the memory of a goldfish.
Sensei doing a great job of downstacking right now.
Yeah. I have to wonder if Setnaro was even looking at his screen to notice that he was just like a double away from being killed. And that's another thing you have to keep in mind for competition in this game is that you really have to screen watch to know when the right time is to strike. And it's really hard to do in swap mode because you're basically watching 4 boards at once.
The skill just completely foreign to most other competitive games.
Yeah, like in most fighting games,
you're looking at the same screen.
Yeah, like the 2 characters are directly interacting with each other. In this game, there are 4 distinctly separate puzzle boards that you have to evaluate like in microseconds on the fly. Nice swap combo out of Setnaro, but
they both had it.
Yeah,
it was really defending against each other well. Sensei needs that eye block fast. It blocks the hole anyway.
Yeah, he probably figured he couldn't get to it.
That'll be another 2-chain. And the same one from Setnaro. And this is so even as well, actually. The 2-chain will be nice on the swap. That'll even. Oh, he takes in Puyo, actually.
He probably figured he was high up enough in Tetris to where that garbage would start to matter. And it's definitely starting to matter.
Yeah.
Because he's having a hard time digging out of this.
Whereas Sensei looks rather nice where he's at right now.
I feel Setnaro's frustration trying to figure out where to place these blocks. It feels like he has all the wrong blocks to plug holes without making more of them.
But now his Puyo board looks really, really rough, and Sensei's looks nice and clean. He can really set up for some longer form stuff if he has capability.
3-chain in response.
And a large 3-chain of that.
Oh my god, that was a rock. How did that send a rock?
Margin
Wait,
time.
That was the first round, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that answers the question. I legit looked to my scoreboard program and realized that was first round, first game. I was like, damn.
T-spin setup from Setnaro, nothing really of use for Sensei.
It looked like he was starting 4-wide or something and just realized it was a lost cause.
Trying to fill up the gap now, but he has to start something off. T-spin triple, gonna land a lot of damage. This time Sensei is on the back foot. I feel like most of the game that was the case, actually. But
so that's going to cover up what Sensei's Puyo board is completely cut off now.
He needs to dig really fast.
And his Tetris board is a mess. Oh, speaking of messes, I spot a misdrop over on Setnaro's.
He has the swap combo still going.
Not anymore, but
doesn't matter.
Setnaro seems to be conscious of Sensei's troubles and is going for like small combos when the opportunity presents itself.
Now starts the digging.
Yeah, Sensei can dig, but if Setnaro can just fire off into the 3-chain, it would be game. He was really debating just going for the 2 right then and there. And it looks like he's going to take it. Oh, yeah, he needs that yellow.
He does get it.
He should have flipped it so that it cleared out 2 more garbage pieces.
He needs another eye now, Sensei, to dig out of here. He gets it now. Not looking too bad. J-Spin helping him out. Now Sensei looking okay in Tetris.
And Setnaro was getting precariously close to the top. Oh, stop! You gotta stop playing, man. You gotta take it in Puyo.
And once again, it seems like Sensei really very good at coming back.
Yep.
He stays calm in these situations and is able to fight his way out of things.
Yeah, and in both games probably have more wiggle room at the top of the screen than a lot of players expect. Like Puyo has an invisible row, empty row above the visible area, and you can kind of scoop pieces in there if you really need to. And Tetris, you can slide pieces around a long time at the top and even overlap pieces to the top of the screen as long as you don't wholly place them there. So, never give up.
And once again, Sensei fighting his way out of a bad start. That perseverance comes into play with these longer sets of these even matches.
Margin time is so scary again when you're involving players who actually know what they're doing. Like, you have to be pretty conscious of it and being able to recognize it when it starts to take effect.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of the games that I played at the DreamHack tournament, where almost all of them went to Marvin's time.
Which DreamHack?
The Atlanta one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was there.
It's 4-wide, not looking great.
I mean,
he gets the T-spin double at the bottom.
Yeah, but that would make the starter awkward.
Yeah.
He saves it for later. It looks like he's got like a 7 or 8 combo ready, which is pretty decent. It's not lethal, but it's still worthwhile.
Setnaro also, though, has the start of one on the side there. 3-chain's going to bury the stairs here.
If you're building a stair chain, it's very important to leave your last column completely empty so that it can tank 2 rows of garbage.
Here goes Sensei starting on the 2-wide.
And he got a 6 out of it.
And that was enough to kind of eliminate Setnaro's as well.
Yep.
And Setnaro Puyo is looking not great. If he can get blues, that's kind of his trigger right now, but he's not getting them. He needs one more. He doesn't even place that one down there. Still no blues. There's the double that he needs. I wonder if he places it. Yep. So this will be a nice combo.
Ooh! That was a 3-chain that threw a rock. I don't know if you can stall it out, Sensei. You might just want to tank it now.
That he should take in Tetris if he can.
Yep.
Once again, has a T-spin double set up.
Setnaro seems focused more on downstacking than anything else.
Sensei wants to see if he can turn that into a T-spin triple at the bottom.
It's taking so long to get that piece.
Finally gets it. And now Puyo has to dig once again. This game's coming down to these really close breakneck things.
Yeah.
Neck and neck.
It's like both players are definitely strong enough to really give each other a hard time, but it just takes that extra little bit to kill.
Great digging from Sensei.
Yep.
And it's somewhat 4-wide well here at the bottom as well. There'll be a lot of offense late in the game. Setnaro might not be ready for it.
This chair is busted.
He absolutely was not. Once again, Sensei eking out the win at the end. It seems almost regardless of how.
It's amazing
well
like how many
it
matches.
start.
It's amazing how many matches have seemed like pretty even in skill, but one player is like consistently clinching that victory. And this is another one. Sensei going for a GTR start. It looks like.
Yeah. It's kind of nice, but he needs that purple piece there. Turn into the blues there, but very nice stairs from Setnaro. Pretty much the full floor of stairs, the 5 combo.
He might. Well, he can tank it all in Tetris.
Even so, that's 15. No, that's. That is something I've never understood.
What's that?
It's eye spinning.
Oh yeah.
I always try and it never works.
It's another one of those weird things where like one of the 4 blocks in the eyepiece is the axis, and I never remember which is which. So I don't know when the piece is technically upside down for spinning purposes and when it isn't. Tetris is goofy.
Sensei with a very compact chain here. Setnaro trying to set up longer stuff, but that.
Yeah, he gets a 2-chain out of it for his trouble.
He's been single, not gonna do a lot.
That's a kill.
Setnaro finally gets a game.
Looks like it's GTR versus stairs once again. And both builds looking pretty solid so far. Oh, but he plugged his red. All right, so he just eats through it.
Understands.
Wants to try again later.
But now the tail of it isn't too strong.
Yeah.
Only ends up being a 2-chain.
I feel his struggle.
And the stairs, full effect once again from Setnaro.
I wonder if Setnaro would have more luck if he would save his stair combo for when they go back to Puyo. Because I feel like getting that 5-chain early in the game and having it drop on Tetris.
It worked last time, to be fair.
Yeah.
And almost worked there again.
Yeah, you're right. Notice how I kind of trailed off at the end of that? Yeah, what the hell do I know?
Sensei's getting back into that GTR setup. Kind of gets rid of it there. He needs to make some more offense here because Tetris.
Yeah, like
really
it seems like he's so nervous from the situation that he's in that he's just trying to take the damage he can get. Oh, that's a 3-chain on the swap. That's going.
No. Sensei somehow staying
Oh
alive.
my god! No, but.
No way.
Oh my double!
This defense is insane. Playing so well at the top of the screen. I can't believe it.
Wow.
Survives again and lower than he was before.
Yeah, he's not that much lower than he was before, but he's like, look at the garbage. He's in such a better position.
Wow. Oh no.
Oh god, Setnaro does not let up though. Like, Sensei reeled back from that one in his chair. How long has this round been going on?
Pretty long.
It sucks that he has to plug that hole, but he... Wow.
1-to-1 for rounds.
Yeah, but that was the downstack of the gods.
That was insane. Playing on the very top of the screen.
I'm going to try really hard to upload as much of this as I can tonight, just so that it's up before top 4 tomorrow, so people can catch up before seeing the end of the tournament. But we'll see if I can pull it off. Because a lot of these matches are pretty good.
Yeah. The first perfect clear start, but then turning it into a forward.
He probably wasn't even going for the perfect clear.
It almost looked like it.
Yeah, but it's like, it's one of the most reliable 4-wide starters too.
Yeah, it seems like it would be easy to transfer it into a... And that is a pretty strong setup that Sensei has waiting for him in Tetris.
Looks like he's flat stacking instead of going for a GTR this time around. The stairway is almost ready.
Yeah, he just needs to clear the blues. The blues are the trigger.
That'll be a 5-chain when he pops it.
And he gets another.
This time
Even better.
Yeah, he has to save it. Okay, so Sensei has a 4-chain into a swap combo 4-wide, so this is going to hurt him.
It's going to be really bad. It ends here, though.
He has to slow down. He has to slow down.
Wow. That's the strength of that 4-wide setup.
Yeah. That was a situation where we really had to set off the 5-chain before he swapped.
Yeah.
Like, he should have recognized that Sensei had the 4-wide ready to go when they got there, and to just brunt it, like, right at the start. Again, this is another situation where it's like, Setnaro definitely has a solid grasp on Puyo, like he's consistently doing these 5-chain stair combos, but being able to recognize how the swap plays into it and when you should fire it off,
once again,
makes a pretty big difference.
This is what worked before, sending it right off into
an empty Tetris field.
But that garbage. That'll help Sensei fight back a little bit here. J-spin. And absolutely, that is a successful defense. Now Sensei can really go on the offensive as well. Setnaro got a Tetris.
Setnaro is stalling for the Tetris on the swap, so he is really thinking about how the swap is coming into play here.
But nothing really to combo with it on Puyo here.
Yeah, but he does cover up whatever Sensei was building. Like, a swap Tetris is a pretty good harassment on its own.
We've seen how good Sensei is at digging, though.
Yeah.
I just wonder if it matters too much. Setnaro not really able to set up much on his Puyo either.
Ooh! That was almost a flub T-spin double. That was definitely a flub.
Has another one, though. Yeah, he turned out well.
Plugs it just fine. Setnaro getting pretty high up. Once you're that high in the stack, like every piece placement matters.
Is that it? Staying alive still. Don't place the block. Don't place it. Nice 3-chain. That'll be a lot of garbage. It buries almost everything.
Setnaro's on borrowed time. Like, I feel like if he can't cover Sensei up now, it's gonna look rough.
I don't think
this is match point. That's gonna block him off.
And Sensei finally takes it. Such close matches.
Nicely played, guys. Nicely played.
Wow.
All right.
That is Sensei moving on in losers.
How did I do that? I was literally, like, the first game, I was getting blind.
Yeah. The comebacks are real. It's insane.
That's how you get them stream views.
What?
That's how you get them stream views. And somebody's compilation, greatest 10 comebacks or whatnot in this game series. Which is basically what they use to get subscribers. They never come up with another video like it, so. Martin and Bonker.
Are you on the left side?
Yes. Change characters. Yeah, he is. And Martin.
I gotcha. Whew. .10:40. We've been going at it for over 2.5 hours.
Yeah, with matches like that last one, it can take a while.
Yeah, you're good.
If you have sets that last that long. And these are all best of 3, thankfully. If they were best of
You
5
want to
sets.
save the long sets for when the matches just fly by.